You're listening to Do This First, a daily personal development podcast that focuses on science-backed, actionable steps towards your best year ever. Hi, I'm Sandy, your host. Today we're continuing with our micro series of Finishing Strong, and we're continuing with sponsorships. Sponsorships are a very powerful marketing strategy that not everyone uses. Leveraging sponsorship can enhance your brand visibility. It can help you build customer loyalty, and it actually provides a kind of unique engagement opportunity. For entrepreneurs and business owners like we are, especially if you're in a customer-facing industry like the entertainment industry, like politics, leveraging sponsorships can unlock new avenues for growth. Today, I'm going to provide a step-by-step approach to effectively use sponsorship as a marketing tool. As we spoke about yesterday, defining your objectives before you pursue sponsorship is very important. You have to clearly articulate your goals because that will guide your strategy and help you measure success later. Common objectives that some businesses tend to highlight are brand awareness, getting more leads, lead generation, community engagement, a new product launch, networking, and also building connections with industry peers and potential clients. Those are all very valuable and very valid reasons to seek sponsorship. What you should do next is actually write down 2 to 3 clear objectives that you aim to achieve through your sponsorship. This level of clarity will help you evaluate potential opportunities effectively. Identify your target audience as well, because understanding your target audience is essential for selecting sponsorship opportunities that will resonate. Consider demographics. All these factors such as age, gender, location, interest, and spending habits, some of these and maybe all of these will help you tune into the audience that you're trying to attract, and therefore making it very easy to decide whether a sponsorship opportunity is the best for you. You should also create a detailed profile of your ideal customer, and we've talked about this before. This is the buyer persona. Outlining their characteristics and their preferences will help guide your selection of relevant sponsorship opportunities. Not all sponsorships are created equal, and not all are going to be for you. Some have a very different focus, very different audience. So you have to consider all those things so that you don't waste your time. Research potential sponsorship opportunities. Once you have all the information in terms of the objectives and your target audience, then you need to start researching what sponsorship opportunities exist. And this could involve event sponsorship, like partnering with events such as trade shows, concerts, festivals, or conferences that align with your brand. If you're in the entertainment industry, it could definitely be more aligned with fundraisers, with charities, with maybe a major company is sponsoring an event, linking up with them so that you're available to them as a resource. So there's a lot of ways to approach that. And then content sponsorship is another way, like supporting online content, such as a podcast or a blog or a web series that connects with your audience. There are a lot of opportunities in that regard out there that can generate more exposure and broaden your reach. And then there's the community sponsorship piece, engaging with local organizations like schools or nonprofits that align with your brand's values. You should put together a complete list of potential sponsorship opportunities. Their alignment with your brand values and objectives, these objectives that you've defined. You have a very specific reason why you might be interested in linking up with a sponsorship opportunity. Then start evaluating the sponsorship fit. Not every sponsorship, as I've stated several times, will align with your brand. So just evaluate the potential opportunities based on the following criteria. Audience match. Does the event attract your targeted demographic? Brand alignment. Are the values and missions of the event or organization, are they consistent and in line with your own brand? Exposure. What visibility will your business receive? Will your brand receive? Will your logo be displayed? Will there be speaking opportunities? And we lightly touched on this yesterday. And then the cost benefit analysis, which we touched on in previous podcast episode. Just evaluate the sponsorship investment and make sure that it aligns with your investment of time and your budget and any other resources that you're going to be expending to participate in this opportunity. And then also look at the return on your investment. Remember that your investment is not only from a fiscal standpoint, it's not only monetary, but it's also the investment of your time, of your resources. So you have to quantify that, and then you can come up with a number. And if there's a net benefit, then it might make sense to move forward. And we covered this in the previous podcast episode. You should create a scoring system, because a scoring system will help you evaluate potential sponsorships on the criteria above, and it'll help you make strong decisions. And then you have to put together a sponsorship proposal. Not all opportunities require it, but a lot do. And once you've identified those potential opportunities, you can develop the proposal that highlights what you can offer the event or the organization and what you hope to gain. Your proposal should include the overview of your brand, your business, a brief introduction to your brand, highlighting your unique selling points. Like, what do you bring to the table? And then you should have your objectives clearly defined, what you aim to achieve through the partnership, because it is truly a partnership. And then also the proposed sponsorship package. Detail what you're willing to provide, such as your talent, such as coordination of events, such as your financial support, in-kind contributions, or promotional activities. So just let them know what you bring to the table. Also, the benefits to the sponsor. Outline what the organization can expect in return, such as brand exposure, marketing opportunities, and audience engagement. Remember that the sponsor wants to also gain something in this as well, which means that you have to bring something to the table. It has to make sense to them. Again, if you're a creative, it could be your talent. And so then you plug them in with your audience as well. And hopefully if you picked wisely, there's overlap with your audience. So it'll make sense to the sponsor. If you provide custom products, if you provide custom products, or maybe you're a speaker, you can provide those services at the sponsored event as well. So you have to put yourself in the shoes of the organization that's going to provide the sponsorship, and it has to make sense to them as well. So once you have all the pieces of the puzzle together, you can start drafting your sponsorship proposal. You can use the format that I already outlined, and you can tailor each proposal to a specific event or organization just to demonstrate your genuine interest. Like, put in some information about the sponsorship opportunity and why you're interested in it. And, also applaud them, give them some kudos, some attaboys, for having this opportunity. And you just have to make them see the alignment between what you have to offer and what you're wanting to gain, as well as what they can potentially gain from partnering with you. You have all your ducks in a row, so to speak. You should reach out to the organizers with your proposal. This could be done through email, phone, or in-person meetings. Establish a connection and express your enthusiasm for the event and the potential partnership. Highlight enthusiasm. I'm not kidding. Enthusiasm goes a long way. Make them feel excited by the way you present your proposal and yourself. Make them help them understand. Let them see that you are really amped and excited about potentially partnering with them, because that enthusiasm can carry you a long way. Create a communication plan as well with key messages to convey during your outreach. Ensure that you follow up if you don't hear back within a week. Don't just chuck it, just throw and chuck. Don't do that, because then that just shows you weren't serious to begin with. So why even go through this process? You have to be professional. You have to follow up. The follow-up shows that you're serious about this, and that you really feel that you can be impactful, and that this strategic partnership can be beneficial on all sides. So follow up and put together a schedule. If you don't hear from them in 3 days, follow up. You don't hear from them in 5 days, follow up. Just keep at it until you get a response. Then negotiate terms. Once you've gotten their attention, their interest, negotiate the terms of the sponsorship. Discuss how funds will be allocated, branding opportunities, and any other expectations. Ensure that there is clarity on deliverables from both parties. Hugely important. Key points to consider as you're moving forward: the financial contribution. Be transparent about your sponsorship budget. Be transparent about what you have to offer. Again, doesn't have to be monetary. It could be your talents. It could be, something else that you're able to do. It could be, maybe you're just wanting to have a booth in the event. Again, be very clear about what you bring to the table. And then brand visibility. Discuss specific ways your brand will be showcased. And the activation opportunities. Explain how you can engage with attendees, such as through booth giveaways or speaking slots. And actually tomorrow, we're going to take a deep dive into the activation opportunity, because that is hugely important. You have to define the activation opportunities, because if there is not a lot of room there, it might not be worth you pursuing the sponsorship opportunity. And that's what we're going to talk about tomorrow. If you like what you're hearing, don't forget to leave a review. You can also read a full transcript of this podcast episode and all of my podcast episodes on my blog, DoThisFirst.life. And while you're there, sign up for my weekly newsletter. You can also listen to all of my podcast episodes on my blog. And you can also sign up for my YouTube channel. And my handle on YouTube is @DoThisFirst. And I'm really excited about that channel. By the end of the year, there will be such an utter transformation. It will hopefully be your go-to spot for positivity, for things that'll make you feel good, which we need, which we need in the world. We absolutely need more positive and good things. Tomorrow we'll continue with our micro series of Finishing Strong, and we're going to do a deep dive into activation opportunities, plus some other things that will help you as you move forward and pursue sponsorships. Till tomorrow.
Moving past the rain, moving past the pain, or past the color blue. I see power in you. Has welded down. Look around, it can't be found. I see a champion in you. I see a champion in you.